Why, hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the main base, but that's not going to be for long because I was just taking a quick little pit stop over here. But I have been doing some work outside of the main base on, well, between episodes, I guess is the actual appropriate way of saying that. But I have been doing work on, I think I call it the Gamma base? I don't remember what it's called. It's like the underwater thing that's not, like, only like 10% of the base is actually underwater. Like, it's complicated. But as I run down this tunnel, I've been doing some work on it. Just hop through the portal here very quickly. Oh, I'm almost out of food. But I've been doing some work here, and if I look all the way down here, you can see there's bedrock. I have finally gotten the full, like, actual cylinder completely mined out now. So that means I can actually begin doing, like, my plan now. And for those who are unaware, because I initially pitched this plan so long ago, legitimately, like, I have no clue how long ago I pitched this idea for a base, but it was ridiculously long ago. I tore everything down back when the official release came out and began redoing this whole, and like, oh man, it's honestly been probably like a year now. I'm willing to bet. But over here, you can see what I was initially planning was I was going to fill in between the bedrock, I was going to put in lava. And then, above that, I was going to have this large cylinder that goes up to a large glass dome with a large suspended, like, portal area that goes into the base. I haven't expanded that base at all. I haven't done much of anything on the base, really, if you narrow it down. And this is just a massive tunnel. And I finally got it mined out, and I now need to make some hard decisions, because it's done, it's finished, it is completely dug out, like the hardest part is done, which was removing all of the blocks in between from all the way up there, all the way down to this bedrock. Because there was a mountain here that I just had to mine out all the way down to bedrock by hand. And I was just like, ugh, that is a lot of work. So I now need to find out how to actually, well, not how to, but like what I'm actually going to be doing with this base. So, having to debate a few things here, in which case, number one, still have to polish the walls. Like, regardless of any decision I make, the walls have to be polished. There's dirt and coal and iron and gravel, and there's diamonds over there. Like, there's a bunch of random stuff in the wall, and under no circumstance will the final product of this base have unpolished walls. So, regardless of anything, I have to go through here, mine out one pillar, restack back up a stone, go to the next pillar, remine, go up a stone, go down, back up, and do that the whole way around. So, I do have to begin doing that. Then I have to make the decision about what I'm going to be doing with the rest of it. But regardless of any of that, I have to begin mining out the walls here. So, luckily, I do have a bunch of stone. Hopefully it's enough. I'm fairly sure it's enough. It's the stone I've gotten from the middle here. I'm willing to bet it will be enough to cover the walls. Like, under no circumstance, unless I'm talking about a 2D object here, under no circumstance should the surface area be more than the volume. So, I think I'm perfectly fine here. So, I'm going to get all that stone up, and I'm going to begin polishing up the walls here. So, I wanted to quickly do that, and I'll be right back with you guys with that, hopefully in the process of being completed. Alright, so I've done some additional mining here, and I've done a little strip all the way around the side here, and anything below this strip, I have nice and smoothened out. There's a couple of little patches above the little strip. I just needed to put a strip somewhere, and I decided to make it on the same line as where I was walking here, so that way I can walk back and forth a little bit easier. But there's a couple of little things I need to get up there, and as you can see, this whole wall here is now nice and smoothed out. This took a little bit of time. I had to turn off the beacon in order to do this, because having haste and trying to do this was a little bit much. Efficiency 5 and haste, instantly just falling and killing myself while mining is a bit much, so I did have to disable that, but now the walls are nice and smooth here. All I have to do now is go all the way up there and get rid of the little bits, but that's not much. And what I need to do now is get rid of, slowly but surely, this beacon. And, oh, I do have the room in my inventory. That is nice. So I'm getting rid of this beacon. You might be wondering why. Well, for one, I don't need haste anymore. Not at this area anymore. Beacons are very useful, and I want it to be immediately put to use in a different part of my world. And finally, it's just going to get in the way of where my next thing I am thinking of, in which case, there is the lava floor here. And I need to make a decision. I ultimately decided when I first made this that I was going to have a lava floor, a lava and bedrock floor. But now what I'm thinking is I might actually have it be, instead of, I'm going to fill in all lava here after I get buckets, pull up all the lava, fill this in, and then just put lava over this, and then fill in the whole thing down here with lava, which I ultimately think will be the better looking thing. So I ultimately might wind up doing that because I will probably just wind up being better looking. And honestly, looking at kind of the patchwork of bedrock here, I don't think, like, patchworks of lava and bedrock would look that good, but if it was just a flat thing of lava, just this massive pit going into the bottomless depths of lava, and I have a little glass bridge and I'm going to look above that, I think ultimately that's probably going to be the, of the options I have, the better looking one. So probably going to wind up going with that ultimately. But I've also, while doing some mining here, I got a little bit of resources, and I do want to update you guys on it. The total final diamond count of the actual pit is 46. So that is nice, especially considering how the last time I've probably gotten diamonds in this world was so long ago. I never go mining, ever. Like, legitimately, last time I've probably gone mining was, how long has it been? Probably, oh man, 1.3 maybe? Oh man, it's probably been about 1.3, I'm willing to bet. It's been a long time since I've gone mining. I rarely go mining in my world nowadays, because I have a villager with diamond picks, and diamond axes, and diamond armor. Like, there's no reason for me to ever go mining for diamonds, because if I need iron, I have an iron farm. If I need diamonds, I have a villager that gives me diamonds. Like, the only real, and if I need gold, I have multiple gold farms, like several. There's no real reason for me to go mining unless it is for stone or cobblestone, in which case I now have quite a bit of cobblestone, but I also don't have that much stone now remaining. After all of this mining out, I didn't use that many silk touch picks on all of this mining, just because I got so many more picks of fortune or just no enchantment at all. So, like, going through here, we got cobble, cobble, cobble. Going through here, we got stone, stone, and nothing. So it's just 2 double chests of stone. And even then, this chest is barely full. Like, it's definitely not full. So, yeah. But then going through here, cobble, 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 and then cobble. Like, yeah, I just have so much more cobble. And then I have, like, a couple of other random blocks here. Like, apparently I didn't get that much gravel. I felt like I ran gravel constantly while doing this dig, but apparently not that much. Or at least just didn't pick it up. Or then again, I was using fortune shovels a lot, and anytime I get flint, I throw it out immediately. There is no reason to ever keep flint. Ever. Like, legitimately, flint is probably one of the most useless items in this game. Because all you use it for is feathers. And unless you're doing, like, some survival combat game, you're not going to be making arrows. You're just going to be using a mob farm. In which case, I have bulk storage on arrows already, so I don't need any more. Like, it's a completely useless thing for me. But anyways, guys, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. Why did my speed just wear off? I've been sitting here for a little bit. I don't know why it just now wore off. But anyways, guys, that's going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed. Finally got that long-lasting pit. Like, so close to completion. Oh, man, I've had that idea for so long. Oh, man, I'm sure that someone could easily track down and figure out when I first started that project. It's not that hard to find, but oh man, it's been going for a while, and I'm just so happy to actually have it be so close to completion. Like, just the digging part, man, I spent so many pickaxes on. Legitimately, oh man, I have no clue how. I wish I knew how many pickaxes I had broken doing that project, but nonetheless, I digress. That's going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed. If there's anything you want to see me work on here in the future for this series, I have like 500 projects going on, I'm sure. There's a ton. I'm sure there's one that someone out there is like, oh, I really want to see this one. Like, you haven't worked on the warehouse in forever. I still have that little diagram all the way over there of what I'm planning to do for the warehouse in the future, but here I am. But either way, guys, that's going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed. That's going to be it. I'll be seeing you guys here in the next one. So long. See ya. Bye.